Jon Corzine stepping down from MF Global today. But what does the future hold for the former governor, senator, co-CEO of Goldman Sachs, and CEO of MF Global? Let us bring in Marc Lerner. He's the CEO of the Leadership Capital Group. Marc, is Corzine done? I mean, professionally?
No, I think I think Jon Corzine is a highly intelligent person, as you'd expect of a former partner and leader at a firm like Goldman Sachs. But much like Carly Fiorina or Meg Whitman, who have had challenges in their career, they have bounced back and gone on to other things. I think for Jon, you'll see certainly he could serve on the board of a for-profit company, a public one.
You think so? Because with all the headlines right now, Marc, I mean, it would seem that Corzine would be about as welcome on a board as a giant squid is on a small Japanese fishing trawler.
That's a great analogy, but he is a smart guy, and I don't think you'll see him on reality TV unless he wants to try to prove that he's smarter than Kim Kardashian. But I do think there are many companies that will have opportunities and demand for people that have his breadth of perspective and experience.
Actually, Marc, this is Herb. You say no reality TV, yet we had Elliot Spitzer take a stab at television. So what's to say Jon Corzine doesn't wind up with his own show?
Well, I think you're on an interesting track. He clearly can make money on the speaker circuit. He can write a book. He could be on TV and start a political commentator type of show.
You really believe that? I mean, you think that Corzine will have a professional career of some kind after this?
I don't think he will ever run a large publicly traded company again. I do think there are many companies that would still benefit from his experience.
But wait a minute, you guys are what you're doing here right now, though, is we don't know. What you don't know is we don't know what the full facts are in this entire story. So we know that Corzine quit. We know that there are a bunch of serious issues, but we don't know how it's going to all shake out. We still don't know how it's going to all shake out.
You know what? Actually, Marc, I'm going to answer for you for a second. I live in New Jersey. I know how it shook out. Marc, back to you. You get my point. I mean, Corzine, smart guy, lost. A lot of people forget this. Jon Corzine in 1994 lost, or his team lost, what was it, $1 billion on the fixed income desk at Goldman Sachs? Yet he still became co-CEO of the firm, right? Senator, governor. We know where New Jersey is fiscally, right? That's a technical term. And now MF Global. But even through all that stuff, you think he can land on his feet?
Yeah, he won't land at the pinnacle that he was once at before, but there's a lot of room between Goldman Sachs and starting the local dry cleaner.
All right, Marc Lerner, we appreciate your time. Listen, I'll tell you what, Marc, if Jon Corzine pops up on the board of a company, public or non-public, in the next year, I'm going to send you some CNBC swag.
That's all right. Meg Whitman is now running Hewlett-Packard, and people might have questioned the same thing.
Come on, yeah, but Meg Whitman, listen, eBay, she took that company up. I know there was a lot of criticism toward the end, but Jon Corzine made a $6 billion bet that brought down MF Global in a matter of weeks. You're really going to compare Meg Whitman and Jon Corzine?
No, definitely not. But the difference is that there are many companies that are outside of the industry that Jon Corzine has had problems with. He will not be a big...
He will not be on the audit committee of any board he might land on. That, I think, is probably certain.
He definitely will not.
That is well said and a good way to end it. Maybe he'll work for Sony. Who knows? We're going to talk about that. Marc Lerner, thank you very much.